foods that I choose to eat has literally completely transformed my life in the best way possible. And this week I'm going to show you exactly what I eat and what I also don't eat, so that if you're in need of a little bit of help, or like you're feeling anxious all the time or depressed, or you just don't really know how to do this whole like animal-based or carnivore lifestyle thing, this video will get you on the right track. I definitely recommend watching all the way through, because I'm going to show you kind of the hacks and the tips and the tricks that I learned along the way. The reality is that we are stuck in a system where majority of the information that we're given is given to us by companies that are looking to generate profit. Though I'm a huge fan of capitalism, I love it, I'm all about it, that is the truth. So it's not always reality, the information that we're given. So in this video, we're talking about the truth and ways to set ourselves up for success, so that we can actually be the person we want to be, have the health that we want to have, and think the thoughts that we want to think, and create our own realities on our own terms. Let's get after it. So it's about 11 in the morning. I am not going to eat right now. I'm going to go to the gym in about 30 minutes. But typically during the day, I try to fast like 14 to 16 hours. I only do that because I think that's good for health, but I don't think it's necessary. I also come from a background of having an eating disorder. So for a very long time, until I found carnivore / animal-based, I had an eating disorder, meaning I didn't eat enough. So if you're somebody who's coming from a yo-yo dieting background, and you're somebody who has had issues with understanding food and how to, have food work for you, don't do fasting. Don't worry about it. You don't need to do it for carnivore or animal-based. Don't worry about it. Time to hit a little workout. It's about noon. Finished up my workout. It is about 5 p.m. and I'm just now eating my first meal today. So I pretty much just eat ground beef all the time. I just like it better than steak. To me, it just tastes better. So I get it all in bulk. That way I don't ever have to like think about it, worry about it. And I already have one that is de-thawed. So that's what we're gonna do today. This is like 1.5 pounds. This is what I get. I get it from nose to tail. If you guys need to buy meat in bulk, you wanna do it at a cheap price, get it down below. It's regeneratively raised and all the good stuff that you would naturally want in your meat. But I eat usually about at least 1.5 pounds of meat that's uncooked in a day. There is literally no calorie counting going on here. If you're new to this and you're unsure about how many calories to count, if you are doing that, I recommend watching this video here. But otherwise, just go ahead and don't count the calories. Off to get my morning coffee. My basic ass Starbucks. This is my friend Margot. Hello. Yes. Look at her name tag. Lovely, lovely. Wow, fashionable. And I'm heading in for work today, and we actually get lunch at work. So I'm, gonna take advantage of that, which I don't even know where that's ever happened before. We get a whole spread of lunch. It's fantastic. Tuesday, and I'm going to get some lunch. It is about 12:30 my time, and I'm actually in my office. You guys will see this spread is pretty crazy. Something to note about when you do eat out, or like when you're eating not cooking at home, probably cooked with canola oil. I know that this stuff is cooked with canola oil. Those are seed oils. Look, it's not like you can always go forever avoiding seed oils, always, if you're eating out and living your life socially. Sometimes it's not possible. I try to minimize seed oils because I do notice they make me hungrier. They make me feel a little bit more like wiry, I don't know, like anxious. Having some seed oils in the week, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't turn out to be that big of a deal for me. So you don't have to work out on carnivore or animal based. It's not like a thing you have to do. But I believe that mental health is a huge thing in this, and physical health. And I feel like if you're not moving, you're probably losing a lot that you could gain. Plus, it just helps you stick with a way of eating and breaking various addictions when you move your body. So I do it because I love it and because it makes me feel good. So I highly recommend working out if y'all don't. It really sucks in the beginning if you're not in shape, and then it just gets better. I'm telling you, you guys, if you want to reinvent your reality, if you want to change how you think and feel and act and all that, move your body, change the way you eat. I'm telling you, it changes everything. Gets rid of anxiety and all that stuff. Here's the other thing I learned is just get in the sun, dude. It changes so much about your mood and how you feel. I feel like I'm harping on about this, but like get in the sun. If you can, for like 5-10 minutes in a day, and it will make everything better. Going to a friend's house now for like a little gathering, and I think they have brisket. How'd you make this?
We got some sous vide brisket that was smoked and then sous vide, but I think next time we're gonna hit the reverse on that.
Damn, so good.
Jump on.
Oh, let's go. That's my friend Hutch. We have this whole thing where we get together and we make steak. Well, he made it, which is really freaking awesome, honestly. I have all those side things. I just simply eat the meat. For me, I'm basically 100% carnivore, so just the meat for me, and that's enough. I think that mornings are like my favorite part of the day. There's so much that can come from just having a good morning, having good attitude, and I don't know, just feel like it's the best part of the day every day. I get my coffee every single day. It's part of my routine. It gets me talking to people. It's nice. About 6 p.m., 5 to 6 or something like that. And yeah, I'm not hungry at all. I really feel, since, you know, being really rigid with carnivore, I feel really full often, almost all the time. And it's not until I have like a little bit of sugar that I start to feel any differently. So sometimes I think back to how I used to eat before I found carnivore. Man, I ate like no food. Literally, I ate like nothing, I swear. I would constantly track calories. I'd constantly be eating sugar. Even though I didn't like think I was eating sugar a lot, I really honestly was. And I thought meat was gonna make me fat and bulky. And I think that's like a lot of the messaging, honestly, that most women get growing up. Even if you do lift weights and even if you do all that, you feel, I don't know, you're just not taught to eat a lot of meat or how to cook it either. So I'm thinking about even making videos just like about how to make a proper steak for people who might need to know how to do that, particularly women who don't know, or maybe men who had never had somebody teach them how to do it. I know I didn't have a lot of ways learning to like cook when I was growing up because my mom owned restaurants, so I didn't really have to learn to cook, which was lucky. But yeah, I've kind of had to learn to do everything since trying carnivore and animal-based, and thank God I did, because I eat so much food now and I'm so full and I'm so satisfied. And dude, like the amount of anxiety I used to live with because of my food, I didn't know. I really didn't know. And now I know, and it's like, you can't put a price tag on the peace of mind, I don't think. It's just, it's unlike anything else, having no anxiety. At home now, got my morning started a little bit, but I gotta make some food for today and I don't have anything thawed out. So what I typically do is grab some ground beef that's frozen. So I'm about to thaw my food. That's pretty much how it goes. But go to the grocery store, go to the wherever you get whatever you get, and just like try to freeze it in bulk, because that's gonna be the easiest way to save money and time. And then I just bring it out in the morning like this. So my poor planning didn't really work out for me. Meat is not quite totally thawed yet. So I'm gonna actually go into the office and get a little food. Plus it's gonna save me a little money. So such a spread every single day. So many options, but I am getting just meat as usual. First meal of the day, it's about noon. I've not eaten since I had lunch today, and I think that was around 11:30 or 12. I don't remember what time, but yeah, dude, you just end up going and going and going. So I'm thinking I might actually start training for some trail run races. If you know of any good ones, let me know. If you want to see kind of how I train for that, also let me know. It'd be kind of awesome. You guys, I have starved myself for years prior to eating carnivore. And I'm telling you what, this is the furthest thing from it. I'm just not hungry. Like, that's the thing. I've just been doing this so long that I've just built this ability to just eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm full. And I just haven't been hungry. I'm gonna eat now because I just got a little bit hungry. It's pretty late, so normally I wouldn't do this, but your girl don't have work tomorrow and I'm gonna keep staying up and doing some fun stuff. So, I'm not going to bed too late, but also not going to bed just yet, so. What's up, guys? All right, it's about 4 p.m. I haven't had any food yet. Ate late last night, but I'm about to hit the gym and I need some sustenance or something, I don't know. So, I'm gonna get a little snack. At Starbucks, they have these little like egg white or egg things, I don't even know what they are. Bacon and eggs, and definitely not the best option ever because it's probably cooked with stuff that we don't want to eat, but also I don't really think it's gonna kill me at the end of the day. I notice for me it doesn't affect me too much, so it's not that big of a deal. A fun night. I'm having some friends over to grill.
It's a meat latte, bone broth, butter, garlic, sage from the garden, peppercorns, ginger, and bonito flakes.
And, you know, just make some steaks, have a good time on the patio. So it's pretty low key and simple, just having a steak like a ribeye. Right, next day, it's about 2:30. I'm on mile 6. Guys, get outside and move. Get in the sun, go for a walk, go lift weights, do gymnastics, run. It will literally change your entire reality if you do that. 2 weeks ago, I could barely even do a mile. Now I'm pushing for 8 or 10. It sucks when you start. 2 weeks after that, you're gonna thank yourself. So I'm making some bacon and eggs today. I love bacon and eggs, y'all. If you wanna get in on a quick hack, bacon and eggs. You got so much fat, so much protein. It's so good. Here's the deal though. If you're gonna do bacon and eggs, you wanna cook the bacon before the eggs because then you wanna cook the eggs in the bacon grease. It is so good, it's super filling. Okay, I've been doing a terrible job of filming this today, but I did just get all this meat. And so what I typically do is I actually have a friend who also gets from a local farmer and we just get it together. The farmer brings the food to his place and then I just pick it up from his place. So it is pretty great. And I got tallow. This is tallow. If you've never seen this before, it's essentially beef fat. So good. You have got to cook with this. If you're cooking with anything, like anything at all outside of like bacon grease when you're baking, you know, cooking your bacon and eggs. Outside of that, if you're cooking with like ghee is fine, but Pam and all that stuff, don't cook with that. Cook with this, you're gonna be totally fine. If you guys need any of this, click the link below. Highly recommend getting it. And if not, you know, if you're not gonna go anywhere, just go and buy stuff from your local farmer. You know, go and see if you can find somebody at a farmer's market. Okay, and now it is about 7:15 at night. My rule is now to not be eating past 8 p.m. So as you can see, it's still light out and I have my beef in hand. And I'm gonna make some beef tonight. So at least a pound, that's what I'm going with to start. So this is a pound right here. This is a pound of beef, ground beef. I'm sorry, it's 1.5 pounds. So I'm gonna have at least half of this. Don't be shy with the amount of beef that you wanna eat, but just, you know, cut it at a certain time at night. It tastes a lot better than it looks, I promise. For trail running, just running in general, 50% of the value in my mind is being out in areas like this, because there's something that changes when we get a few minutes in nature, and there's a whole lot of science behind this. I'll try to find somebody to bring them on and talk about it because I'm not the expert, but that's the point. You got to get out and feel the dirt and the dust. Okay, I just hit the 7-mile marker. Definitely going for quantity over quality today. See if you can find anything around you, if it's like gravel or even cornfields, trees, nature, like what you're seeing around me, if you can. And like I said, anything else that you have, like if you're in the middle of the Midwest, you don't have much, find anything that's away from a ton of construction and things like that, because it's going to completely change your life over time. And that's a wrap. So that is everything I eat, you guys, in a week, whether I'm going out or I'm staying in with homies or cooking at home or whatever it is. Please, 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 please do not let other people out there overcomplicate this. Like, there's so many people that are trying to overcomplicate this to make themselves look like the experts. It's not that complicated. Just what we're doing is relearning intuitive eating, which for me was really the hurdle. And I'm sure it is for a lot of people out there, because the reality is that we're stuck in a matrix. We're in a system, in a program that's fed to us by companies that are looking to generate profit. We're fed food all the time that makes us addicted to it. We are, you know, stuck in this system of sugar, essentially, and flexing this intuition muscle is new. It's definitely new for all of us, but we don't have to make this complicated. Don't let that be the case. This is the most freedom that I've ever had, is eating this way. And if you want to be the person that you want to be, if you want to have the income that you want to have and the lifestyle that you want to be, the friend that you want to be and the parent, and start the business and all that kind of stuff, it all starts up here with our head and our mind. And I have been that person on the other side, being on antidepressants, anti-anxiety, dropped out of college, eating disorder, weighed 100 pounds at 5'8". I've done all of that. I can tell you from firsthand experience, this has literally transformed my life. So if you guys got anything out of this, or you agree or whatever, go ahead and like this video so that other people who might need to see it can see it and get some assistance in their lives. If you guys agree or disagree or whatever, drop it down below. Love seeing your comments. You can message me on Instagram. I talk with a lot of people on there a little more privately. I just talk about all things human optimization, exploration, and life hacks. So that's what this channel is about. It's just exploring how big our reality actually is, which is much bigger than what we've been taught and sold and told, you guys. So if you're into that kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe below. And I just have to say that I appreciate all of you. I think that all of you guys are just awesome, really interesting, cool people. And I'm just really grateful for this opportunity to be talking with everybody here. So thank you, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.